Hello and welcome. Danette here. In today's episode, we're going to talk about creativity and all the benefits that incorporating creativity in your daily life can bring you. The areas that we're going to focus on are how it can improve your productivity at work, how it can improve our relationships, not only with other people, but also ourselves. Creativity is one of the most precious gifts that we can give to ourselves. If that sounds good to you, then stay tuned because today we're going to take a deep dive into the benefits of creativity. Hello and welcome. My name is Danette Lowe, and this is Shine First Today, where we help you learn how to follow your own internal guidance system. Thank you for joining us. The reality is that in today's life, we're working too many hours. We have so many commitments with kids and family, and it is so easy to become overwhelmed and burned out. It's no wonder that so many of us feel stressed out and overwhelmed. It gets worse because chronic stress can lead to health issues. It can put a strain on relationships. Have you ever come home from work and been in a really bad mood and snapped at someone who you love more than anyone else in the world? Being overwhelmed and stressed out can impact our productivity. And for a lot of us, we barely have time to get all of the things done on our schedule. And it's very, very hard to add something new in. I want to talk about all of the benefits of making the effort to add creativity into your life. So, what exactly is creativity? What do I mean by that when I say it? And how can it help? Creativity can help us come up with original solutions to our problems. It can help us be innovative and adaptable, and it can really help us unlock the potential of problem solving. It can boost your mood and improve relationships. Many of us are so busy, we don't prioritize incorporating creativity into our life. The creativity is the mechanism that unlocks our problem solving ability, our adaptability, our innovation, and we can get to really great, wonderful solutions to our problems that maybe we wouldn't have thought of if we stayed stuck on the hamster wheel of being in the problem. The other thing I find is that a lot of people say, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to sit for 20 minutes and think of nothing, right? And I think creativity is a really lovely bridge into mindfulness and meditation experiences. When you are creative, when you are creating something like just doodling, for example, take a piece of paper and a pen and just draw a picture, draw whatever it is you see in front of you and just sit and do that for a few minutes. And you'll be amazed at how even a 5-minute session can reduce your stress. It can ease your anxiety just by the act of drawing from observation. Creativity doesn't have to be drawing, it can be anything, it can be any hobby, it can be cooking dinner. A lot of times we're afraid of expressing creativity because we don't think of ourselves as artists. We're afraid we're going to be judged for our finished product. When I was very little, I did a drawing of a sky and I had the sun coming down in rays. The substitute teacher gave me this really harsh art critique and said, the sun doesn't make rays like that. I love the rays of the sun whenever I'm out and I see the rays, the big, bold rays. And even in my logo for both of my businesses, incorporate rays of some kind. In the last few years, I took up drawing, as we'll link to the 7 lessons I learned from an art class I really love drawing and I really love watercolor and painting now. And I love just taking a blank piece of paper and just putting one color on the piece of paper and just moving color around with the water. And it is so relaxing. I can't tell you how much I have enjoyed getting into drawing from observation. One of the easiest ways to get started by bringing creativity into your life is to try a new hobby. Maybe you've admired knitting before. Maybe you have admired oil painting. I was gifted a set of oil paints that were my grandmother's, and I've had these paints for years and years. And finally, I got them out and tried a couple of the tubes, and the colors still work and they're vibrant and they're great. It's really kind of a cool thing for me. The reality is now there's nothing that we can't learn how to do, especially with YouTube, right? You can go on very easily and get beginners classes for anything that you want to do that's creative. Cake decorating, cookie decorating. Cookie decorating is huge right now. Pick something that you've always wanted to try and take a baby step into the waters of trying something new. The other benefit it has is of breaking up your day, breaking up your routine, and that helps bring it back into the creative problem solving. This is how we get to the benefits that we were talking about. If you're enjoying the episode, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe. We're a new channel just getting started, and it really helps to know what kind of content you would be interested in seeing more of. So, how can incorporating creativity into your daily life help you at work, help you with your relationships? Here's an exercise I'd love for you to try. So, think about a problem or a situation that you need help with. Maybe you have a situation with a coworker and you're having problems with that person and you're not sure what to do. What you're going to do for this exercise is just write down the essence of the problem. Just write, I need help with this situation. And I think we've talked about it before. I like to give problems just a nickname so that I'm not dwelling on them. We know what our problems are. The universe knows what the situation is. So we don't have to do elaborate note taking on a problem when we're trying to work through it. So just quickly write down, I need help with, and then write down a brief summary of what you need help with. And then I want you to put that aside and I want you to spend in the next 2 to 3 days at least an hour doing something creative. Maybe you already have a hobby that you enjoy spending time on. So get into a separate area and play in your hobby for an hour in the next couple of days and take a timeout from everything and everyone else and just focus on spending time doing one thing that you really love to do. And really fun if you are thinking about trying something new after you've had 2 to 3 days pass and you've spent some time being creative, then pull out the note of the thing that you were having a situation with, the whatever problem you're having. And now I want you to get a piece of paper and write down as many possible solutions that you can think of. Just write and write and write and write. And it could be anything. Just write as many possible solutions. They don't have to be realistic. And you'll find as you're doing that exercise, as you're writing down solution, 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 and give yourself a fair amount of time to do this. You're not at the stage where you want to cut any ideas off. You really want to get that flowing. And once you get the first 2 or 3 down, you'll be surprised at how many come to you. Then I want you to pay attention to what stands out. there are going to be one or two that really stand out as something you can do. And what I find is when I have a situation that I'm dealing with in my life, in order to make a decision, I need more information. And this exercise is such a great one for that because you're going to say, "I can't try this solution because I don't know this information." A lot of times we can get closer to a really optimal solution by taking the time to really understand what information are we missing. And that is often the next best step to solving the problem. And if you develop a pattern of writing a question down and then put it aside for 2 to 3 days, practice some type of creativity, and then brainstorm possible solutions and pick one, right? Out of the list of things. And when you try a solution from that brainstormed list, then whatever happens next is going to be okay. It solves the problem, great, go forward. If it makes the problem worse, which can happen, it certainly happened to me on probably multiple occasions. But if it makes the problem worse, that's okay. Just go back to the beginning and say, now I have this problem. It's a little bit different. And do the exercise again. And slowly but surely, this will reduce stress, reduce anxiety. It will help you be calm. It'll help you feel grounded and actually speed up the process of problem solving because now you're not ruminating on a problem. Now you're getting into the solution. And one of the things I've been doing for creativity lately is making journals. In these journals, you can sit and write down what you're feeling about a situation, about a problem. And you can have something physically with you to carry around to help you think about the problems that you're dealing with. I find journaling to be so incredibly helpful. If you're interested in checking any of those out, we'll put links in the description. So I hope you found those tips on incorporating creativity into your life helpful. I have really enjoyed talking about it today. It's one of my favorite topics. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. If you're looking for more support on your journey and you want to join a lovely community of like-minded people, please head over to our website at shinefirsttoday.com. At the website, we have a number of resources to help guide you on your journey. I'm sending you light and love. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.